In today's video, I am going to teach you how to create dynamic search box in Microsoft Excel. This is a simple way to pull up information based on a selection, so you can quickly find what you need without manually searching through your sheet. To start, open your Excel file and look at the worksheet where your data is set up. You should see a list of items in one column and related information in another column. In this example, we are going to use the name list in columns A and B, and the search input will be placed in column D, with the result prepared in column E. Take a moment to orient yourself so the cells match what you see on screen. Now click cell E2. When you click it, the cell highlight should move to E2, and the cursor should be ready for input. In the formula bar, or directly in the cell, type the formula exactly as follows: =X lookup, D2, A2, A11, B2, B11. Select name. After you type it, pause for a second and check that the parentheses and commas are correct. This is important because Excel relies on the exact structure of the XLOOKUP function. Next, understand what this formula is doing. XLOOKUP searches for a value, starting with D2. That means whatever you choose in D2 will be the thing Excel looks for. Then it searches within the range A2, A11 for a matching value. If it finds that value, it returns the related data from B2, B11. Finally, the last part, select name, is what Excel will display if there is no match yet, or if the selection is not valid. That friendly message helps guide you, and it also prevents confusing blanks. Once the formula is in place in E2, take a look at the cell E2 result. Because you may not have picked a name yet in D2, you should see the text message select name appear. If you do not see it, double-check that the formula was entered correctly and that your ranges A2, A11, and B2, B11 contain the data you expect. Now, the next part is to create the selection step that lets you choose a name. For that, you will use the cell that stores the lookup value, which is D2 in this setup. Click the arrow next to D2. In Excel, this arrow usually appears for a dropdown, and it lets you pick from a predefined list. This is the part that turns the spreadsheet into a dynamic search tool. After you click the arrow next to D2, you should see a list of available names or entries. Select a name from the drop-down list. As soon as you choose a value, Excel should automatically recalculate the XLOOKUP result and update cell E2. Now look at cell E2 again. It should replace the select name message with the corresponding information from column B, based on the match in column A. This is what makes the search box dynamic. You are not typing the lookup value manually into the formula. Instead, you are selecting from a drop-down, and the formula reacts immediately. At this point, you have confirmed that the dynamic search box works end-to-end. Your drop-down selection in D2 drives the XLOOKUP in E2, and the correct related information is returned automatically. If you want to test it further, you can choose a different name from the drop-down and observe that E2 changes accordingly. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.